not even the right box score.
Oh, okay.
That's men's.
Oh, you don't need that.
Good to go. Questions for Jada, Skylar, and Bray?
Sky, coming off the bench tonight, how'd you feel about it? What was your role tonight that might be different than from on another night?
It was good. It was good to get a vibe of the game, come off the bench and see what I could do to help my team. You know, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help my teammates win. So that was my role, just figuring out what that was.
And what was it?
Scoring, defense, getting stops, the usual. No, but being a good teammate and encouraging all like the freshmen and the transfers that are playing, because you know I know how it feels to feel lost out there, because it was me a few months ago. So just being able to help my teammates get a feel of things, because I know it's very stressful, just like running around it like a chicken with your head cut off. So that's my role too.
Jada, you ended up scoring a bunch of points, but you really turned on the assists today. You guys seem to play more like a team, especially the starting lineup coming out tonight. A lot of passing, a lot of what you guys do, what Arizona basketball is all about. What was sort of different tonight? What did you talk about in the last few days to get you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I think just getting a feel for each other. We played together last year, but it was a different lineups, different roles on the team. So just getting comfortable with each other. And that comes to practice. I don't think it's something that you talk about a lot. I think just feeling each other out, getting more confident. Each game is going to get better. Each game we're going to understand each other's game more. We're going to feel more confident to go tonight because we have help. Things like that. I think it's just feeling comfortable with each other.
Right off of that, how did you guys feel about the defense tonight? I know it was a little rocky off the start, but the second half you guys held them to 8 points in the third and 12 points into the fourth. So
yeah, I would say confidence. I think when one person gets a steal, the other person's like, "Oh, let's go, let's go." So it's a rally. I think momentum is a huge help on defense. The fans help a ton on defense, whether you believe it or not. So I think just feeling comfortable, having trust in each other, knowing they have our back and help. We can pressure more, we can trap more, things like that. I think just communication.
What are you doing now? How are you seeing the game different now from just last spring?
I don't know. Just trying to be like smarter, seeing how my team needs me in certain situations. So just being able to be conservative for some plays and not get fouled, stay on the court longer, things like that.
And there's a really good connection, obviously, with all of you because you've all played together for a long time. But especially with ISIS, you guys have really, there was a lot of inside out with you, and just like somebody would get a steal, get it to Jada, Jada would get it to like Brea inside or Sky or something. That piece seems to really have come together.
Yeah.
What do you think has gone into that part?
I think we work a lot on transition. We're a transition team, so being comfortable in chaos and transition is something that we work on a lot. Knowing where to look and who has the hot hand is a big one. But also, we're best friends. Like, us four, we hang out all the time. Like, these are really my sisters. So I think that camaraderie on the court shows, and we trust each other. We're comfortable with each other. We can hold each other accountable. That's a huge for us.
And Sky, what did you and Brea see from ISIS tonight? I mean, she got a boatload of steals, and she just seemed to be like, she's always does smart things on the court, but tonight she seemed also to be in the right position at the right time to get those steals to make things happen.
I think it's because Isis' role this year is different for us. She has to do those things. She has to score, get steals, because she's probably one of our best post. Her and Bray are probably our best post defenders, especially since they've played in the system before. So everybody's really looking after them in those positions, and I think she does a good job of being a leader in that, and that's showing how we want to play and things like that. So I think her and Bray have done a really good job of that.
And Pauline is really showing both ends of the court, right? That what she can do. She's getting out after, like, in transition. She's getting some steals, and she's finishing on the other end. Especially you, Jada. I guess I'll go to you. You guys are both guards. It seems like the communication's getting better like every single day?
Yeah, we work on that a lot in practice. For her, it's really getting comfortable in the system. She was injured, so she didn't play games in a couple months. So her just getting the feel of the game again and getting comfortable in our system. She's gotten way better since she's got here, and she's been more confident within our system. So her getting comfortable with that, being more comfortable, she'll start getting more looks that she's used to getting and things like that. But her defense has came a long way. She's in deny, she's getting steals, things like that. So she's getting comfortable. We're gonna need her to put up numbers in all the categories. So just rooting her on and cheering her on and helping her when she needs it.
And I guess I have one more about Erin. The whole bench everybody who's on the bench goes nuts when she gets in the game and everything. What do you see from her? We didn't see her last year, even in, she didn't play, she didn't practice, she got injured right away. She gets in the game and she just gets after it. What are you all seeing? What is it about her that like everybody's up and going nuts for her?
Go ahead. I think her and Brooklyn, both of them, they helped us a ton last year. So we're grateful for them to come in this year. They're more comfortable within the system. They're confident. They're great teammates. They're amazing people off the court. And I think that's what we gravitate towards most. They might not have the best knowledge or anything, but they show up every single day. They work their butts off. They don't complain. I think all the above. They're great people. What you say?
Yeah, I was going to say they're just great teammates overall. They were there in the thick of things when things was a mess last year, and they stayed through it. Erin really got the worst of it. She got hurt the same week she got here, and she still stuck it out. She does every practice, every live. Like, they do the same thing we do. So I feel like when they get in the game, we should be giving out what they give us, and that's important because they're good people, and they deserve that. Yep. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Work in progress. We're getting better. We're not where we need to be at all, but much improved from last game. I think, but we're kind of starting off slow, so I don't know if like we're kind of waiting around. I don't know why, but we are improving. And practice has been really tough, so I knew today they weren't coming out fresh, which is fine because we got to work through. We got to get in a little better shape. But yeah, I thought we did some good things. Good film.
The defense seems to be the part where they don't come out as strong.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's up? Is it the newbies, or is it people who just haven't played defense a lot in the past? What is it?
That's one. Just like learning, like freshman learning, just kind of learning the basic fundamentals defensively, like where you're positioned out on the weak side. You know what we did a really poor job of today? Like 2 feet in the paint on the weak side. We kind of have some rules for defense, and we were not doing that. We gave up some layups, so they were shooting in the like 50% plus, a little over 50% in the first half. So those are things we can't have happen, especially when we're asking someone to kind of pressure the ball. They're going to get beat, so we have to rotate. We don't want to give up layups like in our defense. So definitely have to improve there. But I think second half we're adjusting. And like when you're more tired, we're doing better. So that just shows me that we're not really focused on the details. And some of us don't have an understanding. There was a couple of times where if we're really aggressive on the ball, on the weak side, we're like hugged. And so if you're aggressive and there's a post pop, it's like we need some early help, and we weren't kind of doing that. So it kind of shows me after a couple of times that we don't understand that with certain people. But a lot of it's the returners. I mean, coming from totally different styles and totally different philosophies and understanding. And it's funny because Katarina did a couple of good things today that we spent like an extra 15 minutes in shoot around, because shoot around we want to be in and out, and everybody was like, but she did it right in the game. So I was happy about that because it translated. So I like when we do stuff and focus on something that translates, but definitely have to watch a lot of film on help side defense.
Taya didn't dress today. What's going on
Yeah,
with her?
she's sick right now. And she actually just got strep throat, so she was okay to she was okay to sit on the bench. But it's kind of sad about Taya not playing because tonight was a night I wanted to use her as a point guard. I wanted to use her off the ball. I wanted to use her like 1, 2, 3, and 4 position today. So that was an unfortunate thing. But she looked really gassed the last couple of days in practice, and I just thought, okay, it's been harder. We need to get into shape, but now it makes sense. And I don't think it presented itself like it normally does, but she said it's really painful. But the doctor said she was okay to be on the bench because she's on antibiotics. So she should be back tomorrow because she's not contagious after 24 hours. I just better not get strep throat. I know that. I've never had that. I was like, does it hurt really bad? I've never had strep throat in my life. Knock on wood. I have a kid, so I'm surprised.
You had Maylene in the starting lineup tonight. I know that she won the Energizer Bunny
Yeah.
award last time. So
Yeah.
was that part of it?
No, I thought Maylene, just playing with different lineups, I thought Maylene has given us consistent energy, consistently a great teammate. She's coachable. She plays hard. I know what to expect from her day in and day out, and I really value that. So that's why. She never has a bad attitude. She never has poor body language, and that's the standard. So if you're gonna not have those things, you're not gonna start here. I don't care how good you are. So I think that she exemplifies those things, and she does it every single day. And I know she's gonna work her butt off. And she's played tonight. To me, it doesn't even matter how many points. I don't know if she scored. No, she was 0 for 2, but she still gave really good minutes because there's so many other things I value, and she does so many little things. And she's one of the few that really pressures the ball right now.
When I watched her in international play, she's used to playing with someone else's scores, so she doesn't do that. Has that helped her adapt?
Yeah, I think that she doesn't, because some players, like, they predicate everything on offense and scoring. I think she just plays hard and isn't afraid to do the dirty work and does whatever you ask. So that's something I really value. And she dives on the floor. You can tell her to play the 1, 2, 3. Like, she doesn't care, and I like that. So she's gonna get better. She has a nice shot too, and she's smart and she gets it. But the effort, the energy, and how she is and who she is what I really value. And so for me, I don't care that she didn't score because she did other things to help us. So it's not all scoring. It's like right now we know we're not communicating great. So you can get minutes being a great communicator, setting great screens, like bringing energy, like defense, boxing out. You can do so many little things that won't show up on stat sheet and play for us. And so some of these freshmen, I'm trying to work them in early to get them confidence and film and try to work some different combinations. I think you're starting to see a development with Paulina and Jada. Like, that chemistry is getting better in Sky and Paulina and Jada, and also Maylene and Lauren. Lauren's going to be good. Lauren's got to work herself into shape and learn a little bit more, but I like Lauren a little bit better off the ball because she can shoot it, and she's not afraid to shoot it, but she's getting better. So I think that once we get in a little bit better shape, I think you'll see a lot of improvement. But I was able to play everybody, and that's what I'm happy about.
Seems like Jada keeps her head up a little bit more
Yeah.
down court during the fast breaks. What, outside of her scoring, what have you seen her improve on in that sense?
Jada is way better floor leader, way better at taking care of the basketball, way better defensively. Her quickness, her strength, all that she showed. So all the work she put on her body, it's showing it with her athleticism. Her feet are quicker. And the other thing is she's really focused on shooting the ball better, and she shoots a lot better. So you can't go under like you saw last game. People went under an all ball, and she hit threes. And the first couple of shots they went in and out, but you have to guard her now. And I think last year, being under 30% isn't good for a point guard. So she can be like a 35% three-point shooter, and we expect that from her. And I think she will be. Tonight wasn't great. Like, she was a little bit off, but they were good shots, and those shots will fall. So she's been really good. And Isis only took 2 shots. I'd like her to look at the rim a little bit more, but she's one of our most improved players by far. You see her on on-ball defense, her rotation, the way she moves on the floor, the way she runs the floor. She's always been a good post passer, but she's improved so much. Like, I'm so happy for her. And I mean, 6 steals, she would have never had that last year or the year before.
How many bigs get down on the floor the way Isis does. I
Yeah.
mean, she did seem to
Most
be on
bigs
the
are
floor.
afraid to get up. Bray hasn't got on the floor. Bray has not taken charge and not diving, maybe once in practice. But Isis is, and like Ja, and I was happy for Ja today too, because she played a lot harder. Like she had a sense of urgency. I know she got mad and we all yelled at her in the fast break when we had the last possession, but teaching them like it's the last possession. We don't want to take that shot and give them another chance to shoot. But it's not about now. It's about like when games are closer. So I knew she was going to take that layup from like way in the back where you see it in her eyes. Like it's like her eyes are lighting up. But she's playing harder. She's getting in better shape. Like now they're working into 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes straight. Before, after a couple days ago, after 2 minutes, they were kind of struggling. But that stuff's going to come. She's going to continue to get better and better.
Has this ISIS sort of coach whoever was on the team, whoever was on the floor, and telling them, they're also directing, she does that sometimes when she's on the court,
Yeah.
but the fact that she's leading in that way, I know that seems like another step that she's taken.
Yeah, it's a big step, and I named her and Jada captains the other day, so it's a big responsibility, and it's hard. It's supposed to be hard, but I think she deserves that. I think she looks like a fifth year. She acts like a fifth year, and she's not afraid to do that, and those little things matter. And playing hard and diving on the floor and bringing energy and being a good teammate, being great on the bench when Aaron goes in, they're all so happy. I love that kind of stuff, and that's the culture. And that's really something I value, and Isis has been doing all that. And consistent, I know what to expect from her, and no one's perfect. Like, I don't look for perfect leadership. I look for, like, you're learning. And she's still learning, but she's growing. And to watch her from last year grow in every way. And then Jada's learning. You can't just say, like, be a leader, but they're learning how to be a better leader every day. And I think you have to teach that stuff. It's a work in progress. But I love the balance of Isis and Jada. They deserve it.
So when Eric got in the game, and Brooklyn.
Yeah, everybody was happy.
Everybody was up and cheering for them. What are you seeing from both of them? They do, like, especially Brooklyn, when she gets in the game, she impacts the game in different ways. And Erin, she gets after it on defense for sure.
Yeah, Erin had some really good defensive possessions, and she goes hard. And Erin's really strong. Like I know she's like lean, but she's in the weight room. She's like a beast. I think it's that track strength. I mean, like she's like, because our girls are pretty strong, and she is strong. I think it's in track they lift like 2 or 3 hours like every lift. It's crazy, much more than us. But energy, great teammate. Always a great attitude, a connector. Like I love that stuff, and she brings that every day. She's not someone who's gonna hang her head if she's not playing. She's not pouting on the bench. She appreciates everything, and so it's my pleasure to play her and give her minutes. And I love what she brings. And I thought she did a really good job today. So when you do those things, like you give your coaches more confidence to play more, and she's can earn more minutes. Like she's really valuable, and like I love what she's brought to us. So she's something we've walked into and got really lucky with her. Now free throws, 3-point shooting is something we have to to work on for sure.
And rebounding still.
Yeah, the rebounding thing is, and some of that I think is like conditioning where like we're getting tired. And our posts are on the perimeter a lot for these type of games because they're guarding smaller players. I think that a lot of times they're outside more, so they're not gonna go like crash then go play defense. So I think some of that is that, and we get in better shape. I don't know why I was looking at that the whole game like what? There was not a lot of rebounds because both of our shooting percentages, but yeah, it's not okay. Like we need to rebound better. I think with these smaller teams, there's a lot of long rebounds, and we're definitely not boxing out. So that's another area. So there's a lot of stuff to work on, but it's work in progress, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we're just at the beginning stages of that. We're not jumping out the gates fast. We're jumping out slow, slow and steady. Right? Wins the race, right? Is that it? Do you guys like the Beatles? Do you like that?
It's very cool.